How do HR, IT, and payroll feel with Deal? Like hiring, onboarding, managing insights, and more. Like simplified global device management. Like fluid, effortless global processing without the handoffs. HR, IT, and payroll in one place. It feels like Deal, your forever people platform.
Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Ja, ajde bre. I zbog nje, ako da ajde, vodi me na server. Ulazak na server. I zbog nje. Joj, kako volim razgovor, šta je ovo, vrat. Da sam Hrvat, zvao bi se Stipe, sigurno. Nastala mi struje.
I don't need the trail moonlight. This old horse knows his way home. I don't have to touch the reins. He's right on track just like a train. This old horse knows his way home. This old horse knows his way home.
Da, kao malo je on već sređen fabrički.
Tako je, to.
Prijatelju.
A kažem još jednu stvar, osim jačine udara, imaš neku karakteristiku bolju od ovog običnog.
Sjeli ste ole bosi.
Evo Aleksa.
This old horse knows his way home. Cowboy blues fade to black.
Ovdje je dosta, a?
And so I whistle
Zajedno odradimo, dosta je.
in the sun again.
Gledaj, nema kamera moja, ja.
Cowboy blues fade to black in an old bunkhouse rack. And so I whistle back in the saddle again. Riding back from town tonight, I don't need the trail moonlight. This old horse knows his way home. This old horse knows his way home. This old horse knows his way home. To the town of our Priya rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make
Dao
a
sam
slip.
$20
The stranger
na oglas
there among
i javio se
them
moj
had
tečar.
the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Šta drži ovaj
It
bretar
was
pred ruke?
early in the morning when he rode into the town.
Nije lagani Pepsi, brate, i radi neke
He
emisije.
came riding from the south
Opće na
side, slowly
priču.
looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do
Da li
some
se čuje
business
muzika na
with
streamu?
the
Ima
big
nekoga da
iron
napiše,
on his
brate?
hip. Big
Ima
iron
neko
on his hip. In this town
da ima neko na streamu da napiše da li se čuje muzika i da li se čuje Ivica Lepo.
Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol
Jebote,
numbered
Kako je, momci?
Kad se prdne, lako je.
Oba. Strawberry, bre, strašna gra.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around.
Ele, Strawberry, što urađen? Ti svakim časom.
He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red.
Treba sam ga okrenuti.
After Texas Red.
Has.
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red.
Ne može da potrči sigurno.
But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire, a youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. I know it grieved them so to think their only boy was bad. I fell in with an outlaw band, their names were known quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered I could never tell.
Ne znam ovdje šta je, bre.
Leads only to a fall.
Pavlona.
I learned that much and more the night I heard my master call. One night we rustled cattle, a thousand.
Mene da napadne, bre, jelen jebote ima da me ubije. Barem ako će brzo.
But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment lightning struck not 20 yards from me.
And left there was a giant cross where once there was a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange. A voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done. I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded were running all around. My pony ran but stumbled and it threw me to the ground. I felt the end was near, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. And I cried, oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I wanted it for you alone, oh God, these words I vow. My wicked past unfolded, I thought of wasted years, when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on by me, and I was left to live. The master had a reason, life is his to take or give. A miracle performed that night, I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high. Right behind it there was I, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there upon the ground. A pardon I was granted.
Ja, nema mnogo šerifa, brate, znaš, nekako je mnogo prijatno. Nema ko da pravi sranje. Ja još nisam naišao na ne dijebole. Ali baš je ono kulturno. Gdje se predaje ovo jebati? Možete reći. Daj neku lovu. Jer imam za džemp. Udarim širo. Udarim ovo, imam $30, mogu kupim džemper lagano. A ja onda već postaje Winchester Smitha. Oba. Čini ovdje tu ukradu. Ovdje ljudi, čovjek kao pljačkaš za džemper, za rakić. Jebote, šešeš $120. Dobro, realno, kreativno. A i ono selo, brate, baš je. Ja ne znam čime ću da se bavim, brate, moram im. In his buckboard we hops and he drives through the ranch. I stayed till morning and right after chuck I stepped down to see if this outlaw can buzz. Down in the horse corral standing alone is an old caballo, a strawberry roan. His legs are all spavin', he's got pigeon toes, little pig eyes and a big Roman nose, little pin ears that touch at the tip. A big 44 brand was on his left hip. Eunuch and old with a long lower jaw. I could see with one eye he's a regular outlaw. Nisam popio kraken, brate. Čekaj. Next comes the saddle and I screws it down tight. Then I steps on him and I raises the blind. Get out the way, boys, he's gonna unwind. He sure is a frog walker, he heaves a big sigh. He only likes wings, so to be on the fly. He turns his old belly right up to the sun. He sure is a sunfish and son of a gun. He's about the worst fucker I've seen on the range. He'll turn on a nickel and give you some change. He hits on all fours and goes up on high. Leaves me a spinning up there in the sky. I turns over twice and I comes back to earth. I lights into cussing the day of his birth. I know there are ponies that I cannot ride. There's some of them left, they haven't all died. I'll bet all my money, the man he lied, that'll stay with old Strawberry when he makes his high dive.
A kakva pesma, a?
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
Trojka.
Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride. Just as fast
Hoće to mać?
Kako je, kako je?
Šta ima?
Evo neki kukuruz, brate, malo.
Neka sam radi.
Sve nakon tebe.
Ništa, evo kolje mi kokoši. Neka ptića gripa kažu pa moraju pobiti. REDM šerif.
Neka mamu im je...
Zarazli mi kaže tamo životinje neke nešto.
Živjet će ovaj narod.
Tako je.
Ako treba prevoz, dolavite na ajde.
Maja. Tam je konja.
Imam ja, evo ga, gledaj ga.
Dobar.
Brzi.
Ajde, brzi, sretno.
Ajde, brat, hvala.
My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left, right, a dozen more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I fall. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss and Felina. Well, he walks out in the arena, all dressed up to the brim. Said he just came down from a place called Highland Rim. Well, he said he came to ride the horse, the one they call the Brute. But he didn't look like a cowboy in his continental suit. We snickered at the way he dressed, but he never said a word. He walked on by the rest of us as if he hadn't heard. $1,000 went to the man that could ride this wild cayuse. I mean, a horse was never born than the one they call the Brute. The horse that he was looking for was in chute number 8. He walked up very slowly, put his hand upon the gate. We knew he was thoroughbred when he pulled a sack of dukes from the inside pocket of his continental suit.
Yup.
Well, he rolled himself a quirly and he let it standing there. Blew himself a smoke ring and he watched it disappear. We thought he must be crazy when he opened up the gate. Standing just inside was 1,500 pounds of hate. The buckskin tried to run him down, but the stranger was too quick.
Dok se sjetim idem u branicu kad ne radi bre. To je baš onako.
And he pulled himself upon the back of the horse they called a Brute. Said like he was born there in his continental suit. The Brute's hind end was in the air, his front end on the ground, kicking and squealing, trying to shake the stranger down. But the stranger didn't give an inch. He came to ride the Brute. He came to ride the buckskin in a continental suit.
Valjda ću odmorim malo ovaj moj. Ne znam ovo tablete, varam u toga tako.
He was watching me. He said, I don't believe the crazy things I think I see, but I think I see the outlaw, the one they call the Brute, ridden by a cowboy in a continental suit. The Brute came to a standstill, ashamed that he'd been rode by a city cowboy in some continental clothes. The stranger took his money, and we don't know where he went. We don't know where he came from, and we haven't seen him since. The moral of the story, never judge by what they wear. Underneath some ragged clothes could be a millionaire. Everybody listen, don't be fooled by this galoot. This sure enough bronc buster in a continental suit.
Velika frizura ti ekstra šta priču. Ma ekstra je bre.
And now my friends you've asked me what makes me sad
Nije dobra.
still, and why my brow is darkened like the clouds upon the hill. Run in your ponies closer and I'll tell to you my tale of Utah Care, my partner, in his last ride on the trail. We rode the range together.
Nasmej se malo, mamu mu jebem pa nismo narobili.
I loved him like a brother, and I wept when Utah died. We were rounding up one morning when work was almost done. And on his side the cattle started on a frightened run. Underneath the saddle that the boss's daughter rode, Utah that very morning had placed a bright red robe, so the saddle might ride easy for Lenore, his little friend. And it was this red blanket that brought him to his end. The blanket
Kad mi kako mi raste bre ovo sranje bre. Tabletice bre. Ustaj.
Sad, Winchester na kraju, od bolje stvari, to je to.
Hoće može pitanje?
Može brati.
Kako ovu tableticu malo da boostam bre? Spavanje, a?
Tabletice.
Tablet?
Ovo da je u umor, jebem njega, ne znam šta je bre.
A cigare, spavanje.
A, znači spavanje.
Za mozak, ali ova tabletica ti više u alkohol, ja mislim.
Nisam pio ništa bre.
Da piješ, jel? Koja je tačna tabletica?
Ova levo skroz bre.
Da.
Crno bela bre.
Jebati moram rančić pokupiti.
Tu što mokrava voda je. Jebat. Znači da dremnem, a?
Pa probaj malo. Ako ti je stamina u pitanju, probaj imaš...
Ne, ona je top, brat. Sve je top, samo ova tablica me nervira, nešto me buni, brat.
A probaj, ali mislim, ne znam baš.
A koliko je tebi puno, a?
Pa meni uopće ne prikazuje. Meni to sam prikazivao kad sam popio alkohol neki, jebi ga, pa mi onda kao manje, ali ništa.
E pa jesam popio jedno pivo, ali to je bre već, znaš koliko imao tada.
A neće ti ništa biti.
Nije to ništa, samo će to proći.
Ako misliš da je nešto krivo, probaj trepnut, jebi ga.
Imam bre mleko bre, čekaj.
Jako je za staminu.
Nešto lo, brat. Ništa ima ide dreve. Hvala moć. Stavaj to,
Izvolite, mladi gospodine.
Baš, prijatelju.
Stađe.
Ne bolje i javljam ti ja, brate, što kraće vremena.
Staring off the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winters keep a getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel.
Lipetsko će da postao Spider-Man. 1.8.8. Imao sam još kutiju od slagova.
To the south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke, but he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
Henry, jedan double barrel. Henry album.
Mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Oh, so
Odgovaram nama da je sa onim Geretom. Odgovara mama da je sa Geretom. Pogledaj mailove.
To reče gospod, ima neko možda sat?
Sat?
Da.
Imam ja sat.
Koliko je?
Ujebote, nemam sat ovdje, nije mi ovdje sat. Ajoj, da mi je sat.
Mislim da imam ja u konju.
A, brate. Gdje
Ne.
Op. Valjda ima. Nemam ni ja.
Pa ti.
Izgledam nerančasto.
Lagano.
Ovo oko 12 sati je.
Tek.
Tako nešto.
Djeda! Što ti je?
He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta play it right. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count them when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep, 'cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. The best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count them. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the deal is done.
Everybody got their Bibles?
Jelena rozbieży oczy. popravit šminku. Kakve to pevačke je. Ti bre u pičku me. Oči jebote. Kako sam se nagurao ovdje, brave. Već mi jebu majku. Ja stojim u prska. Rečuvaj nešto. Ti si nadaren ko niko. Školovani prevarant. Kako sjaj dijamant. Izbjegne za dlaku, udara sam u pogrešnom znaku. Nije okrenuo se nisi. Za njim niti gurnuo kamenčić. Tak koči bre, ajde. Oba! Župičku ma. Pazi Batoro, kači na gore. Što se sija, ona najtoplija, tome srcu, sam bižuterija. Ajde bre, gazi. Domištima. Doreče. Da nemate slučajno sat kod vas možda?
Sat. Imaš dole, ono iz zgradi dole imaš sat.
A?
Čo od mene pitaš sat?
Šta lupa bre ovaj, ljak se već? Brate, ako ne zagledaš na sat, ti kaži slobodno.
Doktore.
Gospodo, ali ima neko sat možda?
Ima.
Ali doktore.
Aj vidi, bato, koliko sati, molim te. Ako možeš.
Doktorice.
Dovoljno je jednom doktoričino.
Slomih nogu, doktorice.
4.20. 4.10.
Hvala bato.
Nije, okinuo me konj, hvala. Ajki, me odšao da lovim i udario me.
Aj, sad ću otvoriti vada ovu pizdu, maj. A ima ovdje neke dnevne emisije, nema, a? Šta je ovo, brat? Dnevna emisija pomoći. Da vidimo šta hoće mesar. Koje meso? Ti si nadare... Šta je ovo? Vozač. Pa zar nije ovo što sam ja radio sad to, bro? Svi radimo i to. Evo se. Pa šta je ovo, jebem ti posao, brate? Šta je ovo? Jebemo, mamo. Brš, jebem ti posao. Steknuo vre. Ti si nadaren ko niko. Ja, brate, aj otvori više tu prodavnicu, mamu mu jebem ih. Eto. Dođi sa mnom ispod duge, zagrli me snažno ti. Ne može ni vetar ništa. Da li će svane mamu vam jebem obojci? Uđem u shop, vidim što ima i izađem. Ajde, jebemo mater. Sad ću ja. Još nisi otvoren. Evo ga. Šta imaš? Sire. Dve. Da.
Matematika ti je loša.
Moja matematika loša.
Je.
Rip, jel možeš doći? 075, ja odkupljujem. Možeš doći.
Ajde.
Od svih.
Što te ovi?
Kako je loša?
Čekaj.
Ja idem, aj čekaj, ajde.
Idem da uzem džemper. Jebi se u dupe. Dosta. Idem da igram ovaj recept.